The Epstein saga continues here on the BuzWeaver channel from The Sun UK edition. Where was the body? Epstein jail staff took fake body out of prison to trick world's media after Epstein's death, shock files claim. Oh boy, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, we got to deal with all the nonsense on the website. Jail guards at Jeffrey Epstein's Manhattan lockup used a fake body to dupe reporters after his death, newly unleashed files claim. According to internal records, staff at the Metropolitan Correctional Center staged the apparent ruse due to a massive media presence following Epstein's offing in August of 2019. Ladies and gentlemen, if they are willing to do this to throw off the media, what else are people doing in our government or in our cities and so forth as well? It makes one wonder, does it not? Jail guards at the Jeffrey Epstein's lockup allegedly used a fake body to dupe reporters after his death. They go through this much trouble to get around or avoid the media, yet the media is like ensconced when it comes up to what Donald Trump does it not? Police officers pictured in 2019 covering a medical examiner car outside New York's Presbyterian Lower Manhattan Hospital, where Jeffrey Epstein's body was transported from prison. So here we have what is the medical examiner's van that they're using here, and they've got these dividers and things up so people can't see what's going on. Internal records released in the latest batch of Epstein files details how officers tricked the mini journalist outside the prison where Epstein was. Now, as I understand it, ladies and gentlemen, there was a massive hack of the FBI Epstein files. Now, I didn't look into this. I should have maybe perhaps just peeked at it, but I did see Mudahar covering it on his that gamer's channel or whatever it is that he goes by his handle there. A supervisor reportedly told FBI agents that the officers devised the plan to mislead journalists, as we understand. The files allege guards arranged boxes and sheets, as we also understand. Reporters then followed the vehicle as it left the prison. Meanwhile, Epstein's actual corpse was allegedly placed into a separate black vehicle that departed the facility unnoticed, allowing officers to transport the corpse privately. Now, of course, I'm being a little bit tongue-in-cheek here because this is just... You guys gotta let me know down in the comment section. Are you guys still keeping up with all of the information that's going on with Epstein? As I laugh as I ask you the question, I'm actually doing it here myself for you guys, trying to break all this down for you. One interview note states that because of the large news media presence, staff devised a plan to thwart reporters. I don't know why they keep repeating themselves here. The records say the alleged deception followed a warning from an official about the scale of the media crowd. Now, see, here's another thing here. Official, right? Official. And so if they're willing to go through all this trouble for Epstein, what else were they actually doing? The conspiracies now just kind of fly off the handle. How many of those have we heard about him actually still being alive? What would have changed? If we don't have the video of seeing anything that happened to him, although we can see videos of him being in the jail cell, so that video is now missing. And now we have this this 3-card Monty body swapping stuff going on. What's actually going on? He reportedly told guards he would arrive at the loading dock with a black vehicle to remove the body separately. Now, I don't know who that is that specifically they're talking about. But as you can see here, we can see into the jail cell here with a camera here, maybe placed in there. I don't know whether that picture was actually taken separately from an actual camera being in the cell. And, of course, the actual cell with the tape on it. And there's the facility there, as you can see. And this has also been covered by the Daily Mail. Now, as I mentioned earlier, there was a hack of some of the FBI records. Now, I don't know what material has been gathered from that or what they were able to show. I didn't go much into Mudahar's video. I just saw that had happened. And here we have Epstein jail guards used fake body to trick, as we know. So it's just some images here as they're taken out. I guess this is supposed to be the real one in the black vehicle, right? So that's the real image that's supposed to have taken place. And so I saw Tim Pool had covered this in a video. So I had my crack staff, that's ChatGPT, go through the transcript of the video. And this is what we heard from Tim's video. If you guys want to check it out, you can look it up on Timcast there on YouTube. So the FBI investigated a series of 4chan posts. The post allegedly appeared before Epstein was publicly known to be dead. So there was chatter going on about what could possibly be going on with Epstein prior to all of this shuffling with him being transported, or the body being transferred. Tim says the anonymous poster claimed people came in and swapped Epstein out. Tim then says the FBI investigation material included the guards' bank accounts and personal information. He says many people took that to mean that the FBI may have traced the post back to the guard, but he also says that it is no smoking gun, directly stating that. Of course, this is 4chan, ladies and gentlemen, so you kind of have to take it with lots of grains of salt. And Luke was there as well, or during the show. He says the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York opened a grand jury matter. He says subpoenas went to 4chan, Apple, AT&T, and Citibank. He says this was done to try to identify the anonymous 4chan poster who talked about Epstein's body being swapped. So someone, so in other words, so whoever was posting here was aware of this swapping, which, you know, as we saw there, an official said that they were concerned about what the media was doing. So it makes you wonder what official may have done it. Or maybe the official leaked to the media, because this is what we're seeing also with all the activity going on in the Middle East, out there questioning Trump's, Hegseth and Trump. They're all questioning us because they're not being left into it, right? The media is accustomed to being given information, especially when we have a Democrat president. It's very accustomed of them to be leaked information and handed information. But under the Trump administration, they're not leaking this information out there. That's why you see so much of this, nonsense that they say about Trump and what's going on there. So Trump and the generals and others don't know what they're doing. It's absurd. The exact part Luke is reading from, and in the section here, Luke's reading the part where it says, someone unknown was with Epstein's body and secured the scene. Because of the large media presence, an official said, of course, as we know, he would arrive at the loading dock. Staff then used boxes and sheets, as we know. So key takeaways here from my crack staff. They said FBI FBI looked into the 4chan post, not read it. I told it to look for that in any of the transcripts, so that's why Reddit's there. And then Tim suggests the evidence files appeared to connect the matter to a guard. Luke says prosecutors subpoenaed records to identify the anonymous poster, as I read there. And the document Luke reads is about the alleged fake body decoy vehicle, not the 4chan post itself. So lots of stuff going on here, ladies and gentlemen. Just when we thought everything was being centered around just the activities of what Donald Trump is doing in the administration, which he is doing some cleanup here. And, of course, the HTML is going to run as it normally does. Let me know down in the comments if you had heard about this information. This is back on February the 10th. So this was about 6 days ago as of this recording, as to what all was going on. Now, the FBI being hacked is another thing that I may look into today. But let me know down in the comments sections what your thoughts are on what's going on with Epstein, the Epstein files. I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments. And, of course, I want to thank all you guys across New Tech. That's BitChute, Rumble, and Odyssey for your guys' continued support. Amazing. Thank you so much for all of you guys here on YouTube as well. And, of course, below this video, you can find the various social media that I belong to include X, which you can find down there below, as well as my affiliate marketing links. You guys know how those work. But, of course, your likes, your shares, and your comments help out the channel tremendously, and I appreciate all the support. Appearing there on the screen for everyone watching on YouTube, that's going to be the channel icon. You guys can click on that to subscribe if you haven't already. Why haven't you? And, of course, select notifications if you want to know when I'm actually posting stuff as it appears on the channel itself. And I'll see all you guys in the next video.